Hey everyone, welcome back. If you've ever opened your Power BI reports only to find that a single visual is lagging behind or outright stalling your entire dashboard, you're definitely not alone. Slow visuals can be really frustrating, whether you're presenting to stakeholders or trying to analyze the data yourself. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you exactly how to identify which visuals are slowing things down, and most importantly, how to optimize them for the best performance. Stick with me, and by the end of this video, you'll have a toolkit of practical steps to make your Power BI reports feel snappy and responsive. Let's dive right in. The first step is figuring out exactly what's causing that dreaded sluggishness. Power BI actually comes with a built-in tool for this called the Performance Analyzer. To access it, head over to the View tab in Power BI Desktop and turn on Performance Analyzer. Once it's open, hit the Start Recording button and interact with your report by clicking on different visuals or changing slicers. As you do this, Power BI will list each visual and break down its timing for you, specifically how long it took to run the DAX query underneath, the time it took to render and display the visual, and the total duration. This is incredibly helpful, because sometimes it's just a single element that's dragging your report down, almost like a slow tire on a car making the whole ride bumpy. With Performance Analyzer, you can quickly pinpoint any bottlenecks on your report page, but sometimes you need to dig even deeper. That's where DAX Studio comes in. If you're a bit more advanced, connect your Power BI model to DAX Studio, and you'll want to copy the slow queries from Performance Analyzer and paste them into DAX Studio for analysis. In DAX Studio, pay attention to the server timings and the query plan. This will show you two critical pieces: the storage engine time, which is about retrieving the data, and the formula engine time, which tells you how efficient your DAX calculations are. If either one is unusually high, you know exactly where to focus your optimization efforts. If you're dealing with Power BI Premium or running reports in the Power BI service, tools like SQL Profiler or Azure Log Analytics let you look under the hood at the query logs, which is particularly useful if performance issues are only happening online or at scale. Now, once you've identified what's slow, it's time to optimize. Think of this as tuning up both your engine and the road it runs on. First up, your data model. Remove any unnecessary columns or tables. Extra baggage just clogs up memory. Make sure your columns use the proper data types, like whole number instead of decimal for IDs. Avoid high cardinality columns, like long lists of transaction IDs and slicers, which can bog things down. And if you can, summarize or pre-aggregate the data before it even enters Power BI, either in Power Query or at the data source. Next, focus on DAX optimization. When you write DAX, try to replace calculate and filter combos with simpler expressions. Iterators like sumx or filter are super powerful, but using them unnecessarily over large tables is like reading every page of an encyclopedia instead of the index. You'll slow things down dramatically. Use measures instead of calculated columns where you can for more efficient calculations. For if statements, switching to switch true can help streamline your logic and boost performance. And if you're getting stuck on distinct counts, consider using an approximate count if it fits your use case. On the visual side, try to keep your pages clean and not overloaded. Ideally, stick to 10 to 15 visuals per page. It's tempting to add more, but resist the urge. Also, be careful with complex charts like maps that attempt to plot every transaction ever. You'll just end up watching the loading bar. Where possible, use aggregations or pre-calculated tables and turn off unnecessary interactions between visuals. For loading and query optimization, use import mode rather than direct query when you can. Importing data is almost always faster. But if direct query is a must, push as many filters as possible down into your SQL queries and make sure your database has optimized indexes. Tools like aggregations, composite models, and incremental refresh are especially helpful for handling large datasets effectively. Finally, your basic troubleshooting workflow should look like this. Run the Performance Analyzer, spot the slowest visual, examine its DAX in DAX Studio, and then optimize accordingly. If the storage engine is heavy, you'll want to focus on reducing table size or improving your database indexes. If the formula engine time is high, look at simplifying your DAX. Keep tuning and testing until your query time is in a good place. As a general rule, aim for visuals to render in less than 1 second for simple cases, and less than 5 seconds even for really complex visuals on large datasets. If you're hitting those marks, you're in great shape. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, and if you have any questions or your own tips for speeding up Power BI visuals, drop them in the comments below. I love hearing from you all. And don't forget to subscribe for more hands-on Power BI tutorials and best practices. See you in the next video.